For WorkSpan TV, I'm Ryan Johnson. I'm in the studio today with Elizabeth Bastoni and with Ann Hatcher, CCP, both of whom are WorldatWork Board members in the current term. I want to welcome you both.
Morning.
The conversation today we want to have is about that element of the total rewards model called career development. So I just want to lead off a question maybe with you, Ann. Why don't you talk about what some innovative companies and maybe your own company is doing with career development these days?
It's popular to talk right now about career development in an 80-10-10 model. So 80% of what you learn is through your on-the-job experiences, 10% through formal learning, and 10% through your mentor. And I think that 10% of formal learning is changing a lot right now. I think companies are trying to find ways to simulate experiences. So I've heard of doctors learning surgery through Wii games, which I think is great. We're doing a lot more with simulation for our nurses. There's more use of videos and even apps. So you can take the learning straight to the learner. They get what they need when they need it.
Elizabeth, in your career, how important has this element of the total rewards package been, this idea that career development is maybe as important to some people as the compensation, the benefits, or the work-life amenities?
It's critically important because I think, at least in my own career, I've always approached everything as everything's a learning opportunity, and we're constantly learning. You're learning about others, you're learning about yourself, you're learning about organizations. So to be open and owning your own career development from day one, wherever you are and wherever you start to, the end of your career and then beyond that, I think is absolutely critical. This 80-10-10 is taking something that's common knowledge. We've gotten away from some of the complexities of the learning world and the development world and what it is, and gotten down to some things that are very, very simple in that learn on the job what I need you to do because I can't teach you in school this. I don't know what it's going to be.
Interesting.
Have you worked in a company that really talked about development though as a part of rewards? Because I think maybe that's the new twist here.
I think many companies are talking about development as part of rewards, and I think many companies are struggling with actually doing development as part of rewards. And I think the 80-10-10 is going to help because it gives us something very concrete to sink our teeth into and make it simple for people to actually do something about it. So a career conversation with you, Ryan, is what are your aspirations? Okay, what do you know how to do well today? And what are those things that you don't know how to do that you need to do to get to where you're going? Okay, well, we can work with that and we can build an experience for you around that.
Well, and the importance of that notion that you've just talked about in the last couple of years where there's been low or no merit increases, there's been a lot of pressure on incentive plans, and so there really hasn't been the cash there to say, hey, you've done a terrific job. And so my impression, at least anecdotally from what I hear from WorldatWork members, is we're looking for other ways to tell people how valuable they are and to reward them. And so maybe this idea of career conversation or career path, have you found that, Ann?
We're trying to do a better job of equipping our managers to have that conversation with employees. So we did your performance review, and that's a painful exercise for managers and employees both, right? But if we can figure out how to follow that up with the developmental conversation, I think companies too are thinking more about career lattices instead of career ladders.
Right.
So maybe we can't give you that promotion or give you more money, but have you thought about taking a lateral move and moving your career in another direction?
Well, I want to thank you both for stopping in today. Ann Hatcher, CCP, Elizabeth Bastoni, two WorldatWork Board members. And for WorkSpan TV, I'm Ryan Johnson.